Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's what's going on in your love life. It's a full Celtic cross spread. Now, as usual, I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into this video, it's good to watch it. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for further information. If you do, I'll be revealing the outcome cards from the Celtic cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from these love decks that I've got back here, and I'll be getting message cards out from your person as well, or people if you've got someone new coming in too, past person, new person kind of thing. And I'll also be getting timing cards for what you've got coming in the future as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, and that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? And the crystal is out with the forgive card. Would you like the flower? Then the flower is out with take a breather. Or the shell, and the shell being out with the breathe through the tension. So take your pick now. Don't forget, as you're watching, to click on that subscribe button before you click off this video, leaving a comment as you go as well, and clicking on that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I give mini reads for donations in there. I'd love to see you in there and give you a mini read. So come along sometime. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. Enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out what's going on in your love life at the moment by doing a full Celtic cross tarot spread with these Lightseers tarot deck here. So as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, crystals. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that. In that deeper dive, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from all of these love decks that I've got back here, along with message cards from your person as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what is this reading all about for you guys? 5 of Pentacles, a feeling of being left out, like you're not included. Perhaps everyone else is going off with people and in relationships and all of that, and you've been missed out. You can't find that right person for you. Or feeling left out. Perhaps you keep on finding people that aren't available and that kind of thing. What is crossing you? What's hindering you? Crystals, what's hindering you in this? What is hindering you? What's hindering crystals in this situation, in this pursuit where they're feeling left out? What's going on here? What's hindering? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is all about fate, and it's about movement as well. And okay, you might be leaving things up to fate just a little bit too much, and that could be called fate, but it could also be called like trying to play the relationship lotto of just thinking that the universe is going to bring the right person along for you, and so someone shows up in your life and it's like, it's fate, they must be my soulmate, and then it's like, well no, but there's this thing wrong with them, and then they're not choosing me and they're not right for me, and it's like, well, you're trying to play the lotto if you're doing it like that. Don't rely on fate. Fate does have a hand in things, but not from the outset. Fate comes along when you're truly ready for something, but if you're bringing the wrong kind of people into your life, that means that you're not truly ready. You haven't learned to say no to that kind of person. You haven't learned to choose right for yourself. You've not got into alignment yet, which means being on the same page as your higher self, like agreeing with your higher self, knowing what is truly best for you, and being empowered and making those choices for yourself. So you're leaving it up to fate too much, and if you leave it up to fate, then you're not going to be like getting to know a lot of people and then making a choice between those people. You're just going to be accepting the first one that comes in and going, oh, why aren't they right for me? I feel left out. Why aren't they right for me? You can't do that. You can't do that because the majority of people that are out there are not going to be right for you. You have to play the numbers game here and get to know a lot of people and not leave it up to fate. And as you're playing that numbers game, you're going to be learning what it is that you truly want, learning how to empower yourself and actually choose that and say no to everything that you don't want, and learning to accept who you are so that you don't get personally affronted when people aren't what you want them to be. You don't need them to change. You just need to be out there and being okay about sifting through them all until you get to that one that is right for you. And once you get yourself to that point, once you've got through all the lessons, you get yourself to that point that you're ready, then fate steps in and brings you the right person. There is an element of fate around it, but I'm getting from this is like you're applying that fate too early. There's lessons that you need before then, and a lot of the times it's just we need to get picky. We need to choose what's right for us and stop accepting just anyone that isn't right for us, or someone that's not coming at us right. So how do things appear on the face of it for crystals? So it appears that you are attracting the negative ones, the ones that have got stuff going on, the ones that aren't healed, the ones that are aggressive or some kind of a negative energy, the complainers, the maybe abusers, the narcissists, the ones that aren't doing the inner work, so they project all kinds of stuff on you and treat you like you shouldn't be treated and all of that kind of thing. This Four of Cups is... you're bored with the choices that you've got, who's coming your way, you're bored with that, and you're wanting this, the one that is right for you. So it just appears that you're just like attracting the wrong ones. Now, as your vibration raises, you're going to attract every kind of person. Someone with a high vibration attract all of them. And so you need to know that there's a lot of stuff that isn't for you out there, right? The law of attraction isn't true in that way. Stop believing in it. You're not only going to attract what's right for you and for your vibration, you're going to attract everyone, and you're going to have to eliminate what it is that you don't want, and get more picky about that. What's really behind that? So that's how it appears on get more picky about it. Just as I was saying, this is what's really behind it. You're confused about how you're choosing, but you need to just choose better. How can you choose better? Well, first of all, there's got to be that attraction, right? That physical attraction to them. That's important. Then they need to be of a similar status to you as well. That's pretty important. Otherwise, there's going to be power plays going on. Then you need to have some kind of an intellectual connection with them and be kind of on a level playing field there as well. So you can have interesting conversations and stuff like that. There needs to be the emotional connection as well, which isn't just about emotional connection. It's about, has someone done the work? Do they know how to actually be in relationship? Do they know how to sort out their own emotions? Or are they still projecting and getting mad at you if you just want to talk about stuff? They need to have done the work, like that emotional work, and have a level of emotional intelligence about them, right? To have a good relationship with somebody. It's only people with emotional intelligence that can have a good relationship. And spiritual connection. Are your values in line with each other? When I talk about emotional connection and spiritual connection, it's not just that, I feel connected with them. That is more connected with the physical attraction than it is with anything else. That feeling, that you need to actually be on the same page with about your values. Let the cat out. That means I don't know what you want in a relationship. Do you want a long-term relationship, committed relationship? Do you want marriage? Is that what they want too? Or are they wanting like an open relationship? Or you need to be on the same page. No, it's not just about relationships too. You could have different morals. That stuff is really important in relationships. And then after you've chosen based on that, then there's do they even want a relationship? Are they at that point in their life where they're wanting to invest in this? Are they making an effort? Are they coming at you right and making that effort, investing in it? Because if they could be a complete match with all of those 5 things that I said, but they don't want a relationship, they're not invested in it, they're not choosing you and all of that, that's really important too, that they're choosing you back and that they're putting that time in and the effort in and all of that kind of stuff. So all of that is really important in your choosing, right? And so if you think about all those things, you'll see that the majority of people out there aren't going to be right for you, right? So you can't just go off the attraction and hope that fate is bringing you the right person. You need to get choosing based on those things. Some of you need to start asking the right questions when you meet people up front. Okay, so recent past energy for crystals. Recent past energy for crystals. Recent past energy for crystals. Oh, you've got someone romantic coming in here. Knight of Cups. So someone romantic came in. You held your energy back from them. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and it kind of broke your heart. So you had to pull your energy back from them. So someone came in. They weren't right for you, were they? And you held your energy back, and Nine of Swords, it caused a lot of anxiety. So it was a double energy kind of thing. They came in all romantic. You're like, oh, this could be it, this could be it. And no, it wasn't. Very, very quickly it turned into you had to hold your energy back from them. They weren't coming forward as you want them. Now, you're going to meet people who aren't who you want them to be. And it's not for you to change them into who you want them to be. It's for you to go, oh, no, they're not it. Move on. Not, oh, no, they're not it. What have I done wrong? What's wrong with me? Nothing. You just, no, they're not it. Move on to the next one. So you might be getting your heart involved too soon because you've got the Knight of Cups there. This is the way that you've taken them is like, this is it. Knight of Cups. The romance is everything. And it's not. The romance is just the very initial starter. That needs to be there. But there's so much more that needs to be there for a healthy relationship. What energy have you got coming towards you next? That was fast. The Eight of Cups, having to walk away, the Hermit, and be by yourself for a while. Unfortunately, you need to walk away. You need to emotionally detach from someone. So are you still stuck on this person? It's causing you a lot of stress. You had to hold your energy back from them. Are you hoping that there's... Are you hoping right now that they come good? Because don't waste your life waiting for someone to change. You need to let go of that attachment that you've got to someone. Be okay about being single, following your own path for a while. That doesn't mean like stay single or whatever. That means like get over that one, release that emotional attachment, get yourself out there again, trying to find that one that is right. So this reading is all about the Five of Pentacles. It's about you feeling left out of things. What else is this reading about for crystals? What's this reading about for crystals? It's about commitment. You want commitment, right? And you're finding those that don't want commitment. So yes, you need to find those that do want commitment, those that are looking for that. There's not that many out there, I would say, but some of them do. Some of them do. So some of them will want commitment with you and they're not even a match to you and you won't want them. Some of the ones that are saying, like the ones without the emotional intelligence, some of them want commitment too and they're still not right for you. So don't choose just based on that, but that's an important factor, right? If you want commitment, then you don't want to be picking the players and stuff like that. They're definitely not wanting commitment. Perhaps you need to be asking questions up front of what it is that they want, what it is that they're looking for. I know on Tinder now it says like, what are you looking for? You're looking for long-term commitment. It has that flag there. And if they don't have that, if they haven't answered that question, if you're on Tinder or whatever dating site or however you're doing it, you need to ask that question yourself. What is it you're looking for? You're looking for long-term. If that's what you want, and it appears that it is, it's coming out in this reading anyway. So you're looking for commitment and you haven't been able to find it. It's just one piece of the pie. Yes, you need to make sure that you're looking in the right places or asking them those questions. What are your fears? Fears are about moving too fast. It's about committing, right? You could be committing too fast because you want commitment. You're being commitment and you're meeting someone, and before you really know whether they are right for you, you're committing yourself to that. So you're all in kind of thing. Not like married to them, but you're all in the process. You've committed to it kind of thing in your mind, like, yes, this is my person kind of thing. You're afraid of doing that, and I think you're right to be afraid of doing that. You need to slow things down. One way of doing that is to tell yourself The first few weeks, perhaps the first couple of months, you're still in the choosing phase. You're not actually in that relationship yet. You're still in the choosing phase. Even if you're going on the dates with them, you're sleeping with them and all of that kind of thing, you're still getting to know them. And there's still, at any point along in that journey of the choosing them, you should be able to say no and say, no, that's a red flag. You're not the one for me. It takes a while for people to truly relax and be themselves when they meet someone new, and so you need to give it time. And instead of saying, oh, I've already committed to them, I'm in this, you need to tell yourself, no, I'm still in the choosing phase. Slow yourself down by doing that. I'm not saying slow yourself down and like slow the relationship down. No, be in it, because that's how you're going to get to know them. But don't be telling yourself that you're like committed to them, that you're actually a thing, when in the first few months when you're getting to know them, you're not a thing yet. You can be hopeful about that, and you can be in it, but you're not a thing yet. Okay, what else? And you know yourself as well. It takes you a while as well to open up and fully be yourself. Weeks, if not months. It depends how comfortable you are in yourself and how comfortable they are in themselves. Don't presume that someone's being open and completely comfortable with themselves just because you are as well. You can be authentic doesn't necessarily mean that they're being authentic. Majority of people aren't. What else are your fears? The High Priestess, something about your intuition here, your intuition being off. So you think that your pick is off, do you? It's not. You need to actually be choosing with your mind more. This isn't about fate and intuition. It's not. Your imagination about the future together with someone is not true. That's not your intuition. That's your fantasy. Just saying. Four of Wands, kind of afraid of locking it in, of commitment. Yeah, you guys, you commit too fast for sure. Queen of Wands. This is you being really attractive. So you're afraid that you're attracting the wrong kinds. Perhaps sexuality in the way that you look. Queen of Wands can be very attractive in that physical way. And you might think that you're drawing in the wrong ones because of that. Well, but like I said, if you've got a high vibration, you're going to be shining. You're going to be like very attractive to all types. It's up to you to say, no, I don't want to play. I don't, off you go. Like, fair enough. You go be a player and find those ones that want the player stuff. Ten of Swords. Afraid of painful endings. So you're more likely to want to work on the relationship before you're really even in the relationship. Once we're in a relationship, in a committed relationship, that's when we do the work on the relationship. So things come up, we work on it, we talk about it and all of that kind of stuff. On the first date, in the first month, you shouldn't be doing that stuff yet. You should just be getting to know them, and when stuff comes up, it should be like, oh, that's a red flag. The first 3 months is not the time to be doing work on a relationship. That's not when you should be trying to fix it, amend it, or heal it, or any of that kind of stuff. They should be the this is not right for me moments, right? If you're worried about the painful endings, fearing the painful endings, that will make you cling, right, to something that isn't right for you. Perhaps you need to embrace endings and stop making them so painful. Embrace the endings more. And when they appear to be not right for you. What are your hopes? Hopes. That's a lot of fears came up now. What are your hopes? Crystal's hopes. The Five of Wands. This is someone, you're hoping for someone that's like, how can I put this? Healthily competitive. Someone that is like, as much as a challenge to you as they are unchallenging to you. Someone that brings something to your life. Yeah, it's like healthy competition kind of thing. A true partner will bring that to your life. Someone that you can grow alongside. Someone that you can do things with, reach higher with, and all of that. Like a comrade, someone, Someone that's reaching higher, someone that wants to grow too. That's what that's about. What else are you hoping for? Justice. Issue partner, balance in relationships. Justice card is all about relationships and balance and all of that. A truly balanced relationship. So you're pretty clear on what it is that you want. Yeah. You want someone like you, and that's a good sign. That means you've got to that self-love place. So go out and find that then. Because they're out there. If you're looking for them, they're looking for you. So let's get your outcome cards out. As I said, I'm going to reveal these outcome cards. I'm going to get a few of them out so it's a progression about your way forward. So that's one. And reveal them in that deeper dive reading, that extended reading. So if this sounds like it has been your story, it could be your story. Want it to be your story. Then you might want to get that. I'm going to pull cards out of all those decks right there as well. Well, not all of the decks, but a lot of them, along with message card from your person as well. Person coming in, I guess. We might get some. I'll get some message cards out from this one as well. See what they got to say for themselves. Let's get a couple more cards out for your outcome cards first. Wow. That is significant. Ooh. Okay. So, yes. Very sensible outcome card you've got here. It's like the true progression. This is the way it works. And so we'll go through that in your deeper dive read. I'll be getting cards out from these and message cards out from your person as well. From this person and from a person that you've got coming in, I'll be getting a timing card out for the stuff that you've got coming as well. And so if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. You need to check in those places. That's where it will be. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower and the shell. Click on that crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Leave me a comment while you're down there and click that subscribe button with that notification bell. That stuff really helps me out. So thank you for taking a few moments out of your life to do that for me. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out what's going on in your love life with the full Celtic Cross tarot spread with the Muse Tarot here. So, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to be revealing the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from these decks back here as well. Message cards from your person, timing cards out, all of that good stuff. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, we're popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get you some cards out here. What is this reading all about? It's about 8 of Materials. This is about your hard work paying off. Some of you have been putting hard work into a relationship, investing your time and your efforts into a person, hoping that it's going to go somewhere. And yeah, you decided on someone, you're investing in that, and you're hoping that it's going to pay off. This is about your hard work in relationships and perhaps your inner work that you've done yourself, about that paying off now. 8 of Materials is a really good card. It's when you're getting the fruits of your labor kind of thing. And what's the labor of relationships? Well, it's, first of all, is the healing of ourselves, right? And being ready for a healthy relationship, being the person that can have a healthy relationship. Whatever that entails, healing ourselves, empowering ourselves, knowing ourselves, accepting ourselves, loving ourselves, and empowering ourselves so that we can get out there and choose. And then, once we've chosen someone, making the effort within that relationship, being invested, because it takes a lot of our time, right? Investing in a relationship takes away from making your money. And you might not want to do that, or you might want to do that. And so it seems that you've been doing that and resolving conflict within a relationship, which is always going to come up. Well, that's all the work of relationships, right? There's a lot. There's a lot. What is hindering you in this then? What's hindering you? A lot, apparently. Knight of Inspiration, kind of a player energy there. Queen of Inspiration, you're very attractive. You might be attracting players into your life. Page of Inspiration. Susceptible to passionate talk kind of thing, or people inspiring you, getting excited about people. Devil energy, right? I was getting that. Susceptible to attraction, sexual attraction. This isn't just sexual attraction. The Page of Inspiration, though, that is someone you get excited. You get excited by someone quite easily. Perhaps seeing connection. This is all fair, and devil energy is like someone that's not good for you. You know, someone that perhaps is playing you. Or pretending to be something that they're not, like sweeping you off your feet kind of an energy, the Page of Inspiration. Talking themselves up. Could be catfishing kind of thing. So you're susceptible to excitement at the start of a relationship. You've been putting the work in now. Oh, that's not the time to put work into a relationship. You know, at the choosing phase, a player should never last longer than that, the choosing phase, and then once you see what they're like, you shouldn't be putting effort into that relationship. I mean, resolving conflict and stuff like that, or trying to talk to them about what's going on with their stuff. If you're putting too much effort in on a player, that by the time you see that they're a player, once you see that, it should be like, oh, you're not for me, rather than I'm going to help you out of not being a player sort of thing. So let's just get further into this so I can get a full grasp on this energy. So how does it appear on the surface, the love life of flowers? Four of emotions, like you don't like what you're being offered kind of thing. You're waiting for something much better to show up. You're susceptible to this passion energy, though, the excitement at the start of a relationship. You guys, you could be choosing the wrong type, looking for that excitement. Like, there will be a bit of excitement, right? But it's not going to be that exciting. If you want that excitement, the player excitement at the start of a relationship, and then you invest in that, you want there to be attraction there, right? But you don't want it to all be about that at the start. You want someone that's balanced, right? That comes in, first date kind of thing. Yeah, there's going to be the attraction there, but they're not just that. They're not just trying to get in your pants kind of thing. Some of you, it might be about your attraction pattern might be a little bit off. And our attraction pattern does kind of get set up when we're teenagers. And what are we like when we're teenagers? We're all pretty much players. We're all pretty much players, and we should be at that age, right? But if you find that you're still looking for that as you get older, that could be where you're going wrong. There does need to be attraction, of course, otherwise they're just friends, you know. But yeah, there's a definite overemphasis on that. So it seems that you're not happy with the cups that you've got in front of you, what you're being offered. You want the whole thing. You're disappointed by it. What's really behind this? Well, you could have a belief that this is what people do. You find a player and then you manage to change one of the players, and you might believe that that's what happens. That's how people get into good relationships. That's not how people get into good relationships. It might happen once in a while. Strength is behind that. Seven of Inspiration and Justice. Okay. So what's really behind that? This is interesting reading. You're a strong person, right? You're a strong person, and you want to be approached by a strong person. And so you're thinking that those play kind of an energy, the ones that are like full of themselves, confident and kind of thing, and they're going in, you know how to seduce you and all of that. You're seeing that as like a strong person. So sign of Inspiration is like, ta-da, I'm here kind of thing. Yeah, so what you're looking for is a strong person. You are misunderstanding how a truly strong person shows up. It's like you're susceptible to the overconfidence of a player, thinking that that's true strength. That's not what true strength looks like. True strength is more measured than that. You're thinking that it's a match when they come in like that. So I get this. So you're like, okay, I'm a strong person. I need for a strong masculine to come toward me. They're going to show up by like claiming me and saying you're mine kind of thing, and all of that kind of stuff, which is kind of true, but that's more kind of player behavior. That it's tricky. It's tricky. You might just need to have an awareness about this so that you can be like a bit wary of yourself and your attraction patterns, who you're attracted to. Because they can be very attractive. Of course, it's attractive when they're like that, for sure. But it's not going to turn into anything. Anyway, recent past energy. So what have you had going on in recent past? Recent past energy, 4 flowers. Yeah, it looks like you've just been investing your time and efforts in the wrong people here. Right, the Fool and the Sun. Right, so the Fool is taking a risk on someone without like forethought, and it's like, because they make me happy, you know, it's diving into something. The Fool is the card before the Magician. The Magician knows better. The Magician uses the resources that they've got to choose better for themselves, kind of thing. The Fool doesn't. They just dive in based on what happy. This person makes me happy, I'm going to go for it. So yeah, little thought there of whether someone's truly right for you. Thought for whether someone is truly right for you. Kind of going based off an energy that they're coming at you with, because you've got a certain energy. So perhaps you are just focused on the energetics, which is what is making you get... Yeah, you could be into the law of attraction and stuff like that, be overly positive. The energy of someone comes towards you, like they're positive and they're all of this, and it's like, oh, I'll make an effort with this one. I'll pour my time into them. I'll help them out and, you know, resolve kind of stuff. But then, oh, they're not changing. Could be that. I don't know what efforts you've been putting into relationship here. What's near future energy? What have flowers got coming in? I'm seeing like an energy that would be attracted to your energy of someone who, they're not serious. They're probably, I believe in love and freedom and all of that kind of thing, and free love and that kind of thing. And like, yes, they'll be with you and like be fully almost connected with you too fast, and then but seeing someone else as well for exactly the same reason. It's like free love and all of that kind of thing. Not in the hippie-ish kind of way, more of a I believe in love kind of thing, and I'm going to be truly positive about you and truly positive about that person as well, and heart open to that person too, that kind of an energy. Yeah, you've got an overly positive energy toward people. Okay, what's coming in the near future? The Moon, something unknown, something emotional, anxiety, something that's have you all in your emotions and in your mind as well. Overthinking things, sleepless nights, that kind of thing. So something that's going to stress you out. It could be a situation that stresses you out, because that energy that I was just tapping into, that not free love in a hippie way kind of thing, but someone who is like overly positive and will be connecting to a lot of people like that. It's a kind of a player, but very open-hearted kind of thing. They're sweet, they're very likable, but they end up in a whole heap of drama because of it. Yeah, that'll cause a lot of anxiety and emotional stuff. Yeah, because they don't back it up. That there's no commitment there, you know. So this reading is about 8 of Materials. It's like you deserve to get back what you put into relationships. I think you're just kind of choosing around here. What else is it about? It's like the Knight of Materials. You need to take things more slowly. Yes. You need to take things more slowly. And by that, I don't mean don't get involved with them and like only see them once a week or whatever like that. I don't mean that. I mean, in your head, don't be involved in them. In your head, tell yourself, I'm still in the choosing phase, even when you're dating them and all of that. And then when they show you that they're in this free loving kind of, I'm not really taking it seriously kind of, I like you, but I like them too kind of an energy. You're still in that choosing phase, so you're like, I don't choose that, I want more than that kind of thing. So taking it more slowly, says the Knight of Materials, to invest in a relationship and actually start putting that effort in. To me, you should only really start putting effort, as in, I'm not talking like messaging them, putting an effort in, or going out on dates with them, that kind of thing. Make that effort when you're getting to know each other, yeah, but that's getting to know each other effort. This is relationship effort, which is like resolving problems, talking through conflict and things like that. That relationship kind of effort shouldn't be happening in the first couple of months. In the first couple of months, you're still choosing them or not, and you should be kicking them out for that kind of stuff. So perhaps investing in the wrong types too soon, slow it down, slow down your investment, not presuming that you'll be able to take a person like this to want commitment. What are your hopes? What are your hopes? You might be going out with younger people as well with this energy too, rather than someone who's got mature, because there's an immaturity about the energies that I'm seeing about around you. Definite immaturity around this. Not from you. You're taking a mature approach to it and investing in all of that kind of thing. But you're choosing the more immature types. You could have the strength and the passion and all of that in someone that's more mature. For sure. A lot of more mature people are jaded and all of that, but some of them aren't. So what are your hopes? No, fears first. Fears. Flowers, fears. This one wants to come out. 5 of Materials, being left out, left on the shelf kind of thing. Right. Now, this suggests that some of you are looking in the wrong places then. Where are you finding these ones? Out? You find them out. If you're meeting people by going out, those are these player types, that's where they'll be. That's why they're looking for people. If you're on dating sites, they're on those as well. Not all of them are players on those, but you can certainly tell which ones they are. I can tell which ones they are. First of all, on my dating stuff, I put very clearly that I don't do hookups and all of that to try and put them off, but some of them still try and get through. Of course they will. They're going to give it a go. But I can tell with the kind of chat that they do. They get straight to talking about sex very, very fast. They get straight to that kind of thing, which, yeah, if you just keep on trying to date those ones and it's not going anywhere, yeah, you're gonna like be scared of being left out kind of thing. I was just getting like a definite belief within you that how to get into a good relationship is to choose one of these and then try and change them to want to commit or stick with them long enough, manage to stay in a relationship with them long enough for it to move on to commitment. But I think you need to be choosing someone that already wants commitment. We want to be choosing someone who's already on the same page as us, not trying to change someone who isn't, you know. Fears, 9 of Materials, single, independent, so being left out, being single, independent kind of thing. You're afraid to be left on the shelf. Fears, Queen of Voices, just constantly saying no. So you're fearing like you're too picky and you're saying no and you're cutting them out. I think you're not being picky enough. Got to embrace your Queen of Voices, your Queen of Swords kind of thing. And the no's lead to the yeses, for sure. You need to get better at saying no sooner, cutting those out sooner. I would say on my Tinder, even though I've got that blurb, and I don't swipe right to everybody, just the ones I'm physically attracted to, right? But then I'll let them contact me first, and that gets rid of a lot of them. A lot of them just don't message. They'll match, but they don't message. Can't be bothered making any effort with someone that's not making an effort with me, right? So I'll let them make the effort first. A lot of them won't. But when they do message, yeah, some of them then go on to talking about sex way too soon. Yeah. Some of them, though, ask me out on a date. And then I'll go on that date. Someone's making an effort, right? Someone's making an effort when they ask me early on a date. Go on a date and find out, but still open-minded kind of thing. Or maybe I'll be home within an hour kind of thing because I won't like this person, or maybe we'll get on, but I'm like open to finding out kind of thing. There is a way of seeing the players kind of thing and their behavior. What are your hopes? Flowers, what are your hopes? Temperance, patience, and Muse of Emotions. You're hoping that your patience and this timing and you sticking with this is going to pay off, and that you're going to bring someone that loves you properly in. Yeah, I hope that for you too. Let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to reveal these outcome cards in your deeper dive, in that extended reading. Also, we're getting deeper into this as well and pulling more cards out. I'm going to be getting some message cards out as well for this one in your recent past that you kind of took a chance on because they made you happy. I'm going to be getting messages out from that person. Perhaps if you've got someone new coming in, I'm getting messages out from that person. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, wow. Okay. They all came out at once, your outcome cards, but that's your progression. I'm getting a yes from them. So, they're your outcome cards. If you want to find out what these are, and all the other guidance, and you do have someone coming in here, so I'm going to be getting some message cards out from the person that's on their way as well, and a timing card out for that. If you're interested in that, deeper dive read, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. You need to check in those places first. In that email, you will see a link to the crystals of the flower and the shell. Click on that flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, you need to try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off this video down there. Leave me a comment while you're down there and click that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. Thank you so much for taking a few moments out of your time to do that for me. Very much appreciated. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out what's going on in your love life by way of doing a full Celtic Cross tarot spread here with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So, as usual, Shells is going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be your story, want it to be your story, then you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from these decks back here as well, along with message cards from your person. If there's a person, there might be two people in this reading as well, message cards from both of them, and timing card out as well for anything that's coming in the future. If you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, we're popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what's this reading all about? Well, it's about justice. It's about like equality in relationships, fairness, like the one that like is really meant for you, the one that's a good match for you, the one that like is your equal. Justice card being the 11 card. We could be talking about twin flames here as well, if you believe in that stuff. What's crossing you? Queen of Cups. Something about your femininity and being open to receive is what is hindering you here. Some of you might not be in your feminine, might not be open to receive your true equal. Now, a true equal, it's not going to be someone that's exactly the same as, right? Because there's certain things that there will be very similar to us, and then there's certain things that they'll also be kind of balanced but opposite in a way. When we're talking about like masculine and femininity, that is an obvious, difference there, but also kind of the same, because you want someone that's got like a bit of balance of their masculine and feminine energy as well, right? You want them to be open to their emotions, say, and open to some of the feminine stuff, right? But be in their masculine energy. And as a result, you need to be perhaps a good balance of your masculine and feminine, but more open to your feminine energy. Something about feminine energy there, and being open to receive, allowing other people to help you. I see a lot of women, my friends, some of my friends, being so independent, not letting anyone help them. Getting quite upset that people don't help them as well. But I'm noticing it's like, but you never ask for help, even when I offer help and stuff like that. Queen of Cups, when you're having trouble with your Queen of Cups energy, it comes out in things like being averse to getting compliments, like you won't even receive that. Not letting people pay you for what it is that you're doing, always saying yes to them, for your requests of your energy to them kind of thing, but you won't ask, or you'll have people ask, you'll let people ask you, and you'll be like, yes, of course I can do that for you, but you'd never ask them for anything or anyone else for anything, that kind of thing. And so it shows up, and you might not notice that you're doing that, but it does show up. It does show up. So perhaps you need to work on your receiving and being okay about receiving. You don't have to be independent. You don't have to be the one that's only giving. It doesn't make you a better person just to be the one that's giving all the time. And it can show like a lack of self-esteem as well when you're just giving all the time and you won't let yourself receive from other people. It's almost like you're trying to prove your worth by giving more. Like, I'm a better person if I'm giving. You're an imbalanced person if you're just giving more. It doesn't make you a better person. What makes you a better person is being balanced, is allowing yourself to give and receive. So some of you might be attracting selfish people in as a result. You want to receive, and then you attract them in, and they're not really your equal because you end up giving a lot in that relationship and not receiving an awful lot. And I don't think you're asking for an awful lot. So you want your equal, but then you're kind of not open to your equal coming in because you're not expecting that much from others. You need to be expecting a whole lot more from others. You deserve to receive. How do things look on the face of it for you guys? 10 of Cups. So the happily ever after, your heart being fulfilled. So you're getting into something perhaps at the moment. You're like, this is it. This is the one that can. I know when I was in this energy of really struggling with receiving, every time I thought, this is it. This is the one. This person is great. And I even felt like at the start of the relationship, they were giving to me as well. It's like, finally, I'm receiving from this person. But before long, it would turn around. Before long, it would be just me, predominant me, being kind of independent, but with someone else there and giving a hell of a lot to them too. So it's like having an extra child in the house kind of thing. And it didn't appear that way at first. It appeared like they were giving to me and stuff, but that was just really the initial. People will give initially in a relationship. Doesn't mean that they're going to carry on that way, So it appears that you've got your 10 of Cups, or perhaps you get into relationships and you think up front that like, this is it, and they're giving to me. And then it might appear that they get lazy afterwards. What's really behind that is 3 of Wands. They're waiting. Okay, so you're waiting for that perfect person. With your 10 of Cups, you have a happily ever after person. Right, and so there's something that you're not realizing here. It's about the Queen of Cups energy. You're picking less than you deserve, and I totally get it because I've done it myself. I totally get it. You know what I had to do when I was in this? It didn't just show up in my this having trouble with receiving. It didn't just show up in my love life. It was showing up in my love life, but it was showing up in other areas of my life too, like my kids like not helping me out even though they're adults kind of thing, still expecting me to do all the cooking and cleaning and all of that because it was my house, and they'd come up with all like things, ways of like saying that, and justifying why I should be the one still doing everything. And my friends at the time, I'm like, how can I turn this around? It's like they'd say, well, you just need to stop doing it. And I said, well, I'm not willing to be in a house that is unclean and and be hungry and not have food. I'm not willing to not do it kind of thing. And then they're like, well, you need to stop doing it. And if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. And if they're not, they're not. And it's like, oh, damn, what I've got myself into here. It turned out in the end that what I really needed was to live by myself for a while and just do it for myself and be okay about that. It's not invite anyone in that's going to be a burden on me, and do it for them too. Only invite someone in if they are going to be equal, properly equal. That means not living with them too soon, not overgiving too soon. And it required me to kind of sit back and go, okay, as much as I want to be the giver here, as much as I want to message them and make the effort and give them things and buy them gifts when we first start going out and making all this effort, as much as I want to do that, and that's naturally me being my nurturing side and all of that, as much as that is my natural way of being, actually I had to stop myself, like sit on my hands and go, no, I'm not going to do it, because I need them to prove that they deserve to be in my life first, that they're going to make an effort, and give to me. And holding back on all of that instead of being my loving and giving self right up front to see if they'll actually make an effort. A lot of them won't. A lot of them won't make that effort, right? A lot of them are making the effort because you are giving them so much and they're onto a good thing. If you don't make the effort and let them make the effort first kind of thing, a lot of people are not going to do that. A lot of people are not going to do that. And so then you don't waste your time and your efforts on them. So you're waiting here for the perfect person to come in, and it's not about waiting for the perfect person to come in. It's about recognizing who is the perfect person and stopping yourself from blinding yourself to who is not that. There's a lot of men. I can't speak on the women out there. I'm heterosexual and I'm out there looking for men. I can't speak on the women. And it might, guys, you might be saying, yeah, there's a lot of women like this too. But there's a lot of men out there that are kind of wanting a mama. They've got used to women doing everything for them, and they'll make an initial investment in a relationship and give to you, and then they'll sit back and play the games, computer games and stuff like that, and let you do everything. They've got used to that that's a man's right to go from mama to a partner and have them do anything for them. There's a lot out there with that belief, right? You don't want to be susceptible to these types, and so you need to hold back for longer when they would start putting their feet up kind of thing. Don't invite them into your house before then and start doing everything for them. That urge that you've got to give and nurture, you need to hold that back and not be so upfront about that until they've shown you who that they are, and that can be really hard because we want to do that stuff, right? So recent past energy for you guys. Whee! Four of Cups, you got disappointed. Page of Pentacles, small offers coming in kind of thing. So they do a little bit for you, but it's only a little bit. Four of Cups, and get really disappointed by that. Not happy with what's on offer. It's too little. It's always too little. You're hoping that they step up and that they amp things up, but they don't. They amp things down instead, and it sucks. I know. But as I said, I also see a friend of mine doing the exact same thing too. It frustrates me. I see her wearing herself out, doing everything for everyone. She helps everyone on this island so much. And now she's in need of help, and I say to her, you're exhausted. Just say, if you want me to do anything, and I'll do anything, just tell me. And she bursts out into tears like, you're the only person that's offered. I'm like, you need to start asking. And she still hasn't asked me, even though I said that, and she's burst into tears. She still hasn't asked me to do anything for her, and I will. Some of you guys are like that. Gotta be okay about letting other people help you. Look at it this way. You know how you love giving. You can't be the only person doing that. There's got to be reciprocation. You've got to be one of the receiving people so that they can love giving too, right? Give other people the opportunity to have that. So what have you got coming in the near future? Near future energies? Seven of Pentacles, investment. Okay. So someone that wants to invest something, Seven of Pentacles, and see it grow. It's someone that plants a seeds kind of thing and that will nurture that. Perhaps taking it slowly as well. There is an element in the Seven of Pentacles of taking it slowly and seeing where it goes kind of thing. Yeah, some of you need to slow it down to let someone prove that they want to increase the efforts as you go. And that's a healthy relationship. When someone Invest a little bit, first of all, to get to know you and all of that kind of thing. And then as you get to know each other and you know you're right for each other, then invest a little bit more, taking it up a notch, right? Instead of the other way around, investing too much up front and then taking it down a notch. It should be something that grows to more and more investment. So this is about justice, the one that's right for you. What else is it about? Oh, the Emperor. Here you go. This is the female Emperor. This is your energy. This is you being all independent and in the masculine energy there. That's what it is. This is the female Emperor. This is saying you're taking the masculine role. You're taking the masculine role of providing and of doing and all of that, of taking care of them. And you need to stop doing that. What's crossing you is the feminine role here. This reading is about you being in the masculine energy there of doing it all. Now, when you're single, you've got to be in the masculine energy, right? You've got to be earning your money and all of that kind of thing. You've got to be on top of things. You've got to be both the masculine and the feminine for yourself, right? But in relationships, what you want to do is take a step back from that masculine energy. Do it for yourself, in your house kind of thing. Don't do it for them. I know this has been my dilemma too. It's like, well, I've got to be in the masculine energy because I'm running a business and it's me doing everything, right? Especially for single parents out there as well. You've got to be in both, right? Masculine and feminine energy. There's got to be a petition there. A partition of, not a petition. No, not collecting signatures here. But a partition between who you are for yourself in your own life, and then when you're going on dates and you're being in a relationship. This is why you can't bring them into your house too soon. I'm telling you, you can't, because if you bring them into your house, you're already doing all the stuff for yourself. They're going to be included in that, and you're not going to be able to stop yourself, right? Don't invite them around. Don't. Let them take you on dates and go around to their house and stuff like that. Let them be the masculine. Don't be the one that's in charge of things. Let them take the lead. And especially around the house, you'll slip into it very easily. If you bring them around to your house, you'll slip into that, doing too much and being the masculine for them. Don't do that. Let them be the masculine. Let them provide. Okay, so what are your fears? King of Pentacles, there we go. Female King of Pentacles again. Being the provider, being the one that pays for stuff, being the one that's got that stability, that financial stability and all of that. The one that sorts out the money because they're useless with it and all of that kind of stuff. You're fearing that. You've experienced this before, right? Yeah. Oh, I don't wish it on anyone, and I'm certainly not going to get into it myself again, is with another passenger. I call them passenger man. Oh, no. So the hermit, you fear being alone too. Right. Because you won't put up with that, and you're quite right not to put up with that, and not everyone is offering that. Sure, I think there's a lot of them out there only offering so little like that, but not all of them. Hashtag not all men. What are your hopes? King of Swords, female again. Female king. You're getting all the female masculine cards. So you're hoping for the King of Swords to have clarity. The King of Swords is a little bit boring, really, and has a lot of clarity, is a master of their mind kind of thing. You're hoping to be really clear about your choices and things like that. What else? Watch out for that, because that has you as the master, as the masculine of the thinking. It's like you're the thinking person kind of thing in the relationship. The Empress, finally you've got a feminine card out, the Empress. And what a great card to have out for the feminine. It's the best feminine that you could get out here for you guys, because this is you, not as the Emperor, not being the masculine, but fully in the feminine, but in that very strong feminine role of knowing what it is that you deserve kind of thing, standing firm in that and being in that soft energy. got the flowers and the baby, and she's in that soft energy, but she's still in charge. She's the Empress, right? It's queen energy. It's great. So let's get your outcome cards out. As I said before, I'll be showing you these outcome cards, revealing these outcome cards in the deeper dive read, in that extended reading. I'm going to get a progression out here to show you your way forward kind of thing, the outcome progression. Good. What else? Oh, I will also be getting cards out from all of those love decks for further clarity from you. I'll be getting timing cards out for what you've got coming in, because you've got someone coming in there. Card that I just pulled out there. Let's get a few more out. I'll be getting message cards out. I'll be getting message cards out from this past person that offered you very little kind of thing. What they've got to say for themselves, this person in the past. Okay. 2 more cards, please. Oh, and oh, how interesting. 1 more card, please. Whee! Oh, wow, okay. I'm expecting that one. You have 6 outcome cards here, and you do have someone new coming in, but it's quite an interesting path that this person will take, and that you will take before this person comes in as well. Yeah, I will be getting message cards out from the person that's in this as well, that's coming your way too. Perhaps this one that wants to invest. I think it might be this in your near future. We'll get a timing card out for that as well. So if you're interested in that, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, that deeper dive, that extended reading. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. And at the moment, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. You need to check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, you need to try it on a different device, and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. Thank you for taking a few moments out of your life to do that for me. It really makes a massive difference to my YouTube channel, so thanks for that. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly.